Hello, I'm Ngọc Duy and you're watching the latest updates from VietnamPlus News. Here are headlines for today.
Prime Minister urges extra efforts to achieve growth target of at least 8%. Vietnamese culture, cuisine promoted in U.S. Vietnamese chicken expected to be exported to Singapore soon. Vietnam riding wave of data center investments. Bac Long V, timeless symbol of Vietnam's sea and island sovereignty.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh on February 21 urged ministries, sectors, and localities to double efforts to fulfill the economic growth target of at least 8% this year, contributing to creating momentum and strength for the country to enter a new era, the era of the nation's rise. Addressing the government's meeting with localities regarding the implementation of the conclusions of the Party Central Committee, and the resolutions of the National Assembly and the government on economic growth and acceleration of public investment disbursement, Prime Minister Chinh affirmed that this growth target had been set by the party, agreed upon by the government, supported by the National Assembly, welcomed by the people, and expected by the fatherland. Therefore, it is a must to discuss action only, not retreat. Prime Minister Chinh called for efforts to accelerate economic growth quickly and sustainably, while ensuring macroeconomic stability, safeguarding social welfare, promoting social progress and equity, and protecting the environment. Economic growth should be driven by science and technology, innovation, digital transformation, and high-quality human resources, and should focus on green, sustainable, and inclusive growth that benefits all citizens, he said, adding the country must also effectively tap its unique potential, outstanding opportunities, and competitive advantages. The government leader highlighted the importance of perfecting the institutional framework, enhancing the effectiveness of law enforcement, ensuring an efficient and streamlined organizational structure, advancing administrative reforms, and accelerating digital transformation. Highlighting the need to maintain macroeconomic stability, control inflation, and ensure major balances, Chinh emphasized the importance of managing monetary policy in a flexible, active, timely, and effective manner, coordinating it with an appropriately expanded fiscal policy. He also advocated stimulating credit growth in priority sectors and growth drivers, as well as using public debt space to mobilize resources for development investment. Ministries, sectors, and localities must intensify the disbursement of public investment funds, with a target disbursement rate of at least 95% in 2025. Chinh stressed, highlighting the need to improve the people's living standards, build social housing, and do away with temporary and dilapidated houses. Additionally, the Prime Minister called for stronger efforts to combat corruption, wastefulness, and negative phenomena, while promoting international integration.
The Vietnamese Embassy in the U.S., in collaboration with the Association of Diplomat Spouses, has hosted a cultural and culinary exchange event in Washington, D.C., for the Arab and South Asian group of the Cultural Exchange for Diplomats. Participants were given a presentation on Vietnamese culture, history, traditional clothing from the country's 3 regions, Vietnamese cuisine, and Tet, Lunar New Year customs.
We are very happy and honored to be here today, and everyone seems to be having a wonderful time learning a little bit about Vietnamese culture, cuisine. We had a little fashion show right now, which was really wonderful, and everyone is enjoying them.
The most captivating part of the event was when the spouses of ambassadors and local and international guests had the opportunity to try on traditional Vietnamese outfits before walking a mini catwalk at the Vietnam House.
Really, I want to visit Vietnam because before I came here and before I have this nice presentation here and try the nice food, I have a friend also, she lived in Vietnam and she talked very much about it.
These cultural events in the U.S. have played an important role in bringing Vietnam closer to international and local friends, promoting greater cultural exchange between Vietnam and other countries.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade has announced that processed chicken from Vietnam may soon receive approval for official export to Singapore right within this year. The information was revealed following a recent meeting between the Vietnamese Embassy and the Singapore Food Agency, SFA. Currently, Singapore imports over 90% of its food demand, spending around 1.28 billion Singapore dollars on different types of meat. However, Vietnamese chicken, pork, and poultry eggs have yet to be officially approved for export to the island nation. In 2024, a delegation from the Singapore Food Agency conducted inspections at several chicken processing plants in Vietnam. Following the visits, the delegation highly appreciated the scale and technological advancements of the production facilities. According to SFA Chief Executive Damien Chan, SFA and Vietnamese agencies will hold a technical discussion at the end of February. Both sides will also conduct assessments of selected Vietnamese chicken processing plants to complete the evaluation process in line with Singapore's regulations. If the final assessments proceed smoothly, Vietnamese chicken could be officially licensed for export to Singapore right in 2025. The surge in AI demand is significantly impacting plans on data center investment and expansion in Vietnam as global tech giants and local players are racing to capture the market. In the past year, tech behemoths like Microsoft, Meta, Alphabet, and Amazon injected more than $200 billion into data centers and AI-related tool development, with a substantial portion flowing into Asia. However, most Asian data centers have not been equipped to host AI servers, presenting a significant opportunity for upgrading existing facilities and building new AI-capable data centers with better capacity across Asia. In Vietnam, local tech companies including VNPT, Viettel, CMC, FPT, and VNG are expanding their data centers' capacity. Experts estimated that to serve the market of 100 million people in Vietnam with sufficient future technological services like AI, generative AI, and AI cloud computing, the size of domestic data centers must increase 15-fold. International giants are also entering the Vietnamese market with planned investments worth billions of USD, intensifying the competition in the sector. Vietnam is poised to welcome a wave of AI-integrated data center construction, primarily driven by foreign giants. To fully capitalize on this opportunity, experts said the country must rapidly improve its power supply capabilities, land availability, human resources, and regulatory framework.
Bac Long Vy, located in the Gulf of Tonkin, is the furthest island from Vietnam's mainland, about 15 nautical miles from the boundary between Vietnam and China in the Gulf of Tonkin, and 110 kilometers from Haiphong's Han Giao. The island district of Bac Long Vy was established on December 9, 1992, directly under Haiphong City. It is located in a forefront position, playing a crucial role in terms of economy, national defense, and security. The island district is home to 326 households with 1,152 people who primarily engage in fishing and fisheries-related services. Fishing vessels often seek shelter in the island's harbor during rough seas. In July 2020, the Red Phoenix flower ship, with a capacity of 200 passengers and 50 tons of goods, was put into service with 3 trips per month, shortening the travel time from Haiphong to Bac Long Vy to 6 hours compared to the previous dozens of hours. With its pristine beauty and historical importance, the Bac Long Vy Island District is not only home to fishermen, youth volunteers, and residents who have volunteered to stay on the island, but also serves as a landmark affirming Vietnam's sacred and inviolable sea and island sovereignty.